What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Friday's video for Rocket League and the road to super, well, I guess technically road to Rule 1. So we got this video. I'm really frustrated with it because the beginning of the season I started off really well, getting Diamond 2, Div 3 or 4, and now I'm Diamond 1, Div 2, and I think now after both these losses, Div 1. So we're really gonna have to work next season, and it's gonna be Christmas time, so that's gonna be really nice. But if we just stay consistent and work through the tough trial, aka sucking at the game, we'll eventually get to higher ranks and achieve the goal that I seek. You guys are just along for the ride, something fun to do, right? It's an interesting game and how it played out, right? Because I don't understand why, but every time I take a 50 later in the season, like I did here and before this, well, not right here, a little bit behind this, it basically got into our net and worked better for them. And it's like I shouldn't have, because just how everything works out, but I guess it makes sense, it's fine. I left that boost for him and he didn't see that. And then I tried to see a lot of problems with me. I don't know. I think we got it next season. Champ 3. That's my goal. By the end of next season, Champ 3, Div 4, Div 3, something. A high Div. So, an interesting thing that I was looking on today and was reading up on was light and the coordination, or the, like, how it relates to what you think about, like, a subject in school or how you relate it to something in real life. And what I thought was very interesting was how most people correlate math with blue. So, blue is to represent cool, logic, or factual-based resources, right? Everyone, well, not everyone, most people relate blue to math because of those reasons. And accordingly, the other one is red, which is usually focused more towards aggression or like comfort. There's a ton of positives and negatives. If you want to do the research, there's some pretty good templates on it that I'll talk about what kind of happens and how it's all laid out. And it's really cool. Just search it up on Google and it's fine. But it explains that most people will either choose red or blue for math, which both kind of make sense. Usually no one really enjoys math, and if you're choosing blue, it's just because it's logical and factual. There's always a system to how to do something in math, which makes it the logical and factual way of doing things. There's a set answer and nothing that can just be kind of creative and different. But then you can also relate red or yellow, which were two common colors for English. Red is, I didn't do the complete thing under it because I lost a little bit of time, which is fine. I went through it, had some extra time, got done with some of it. But red and yellow are the common ones for English. And and it's usually a warmer color. Both are warmer colors. Some people do orange for English, but you usually would use an orange color or a warmer color to represent English. because when you use a warmer color, you feel warmth inside or comfort. And one of the reasons why someone would get that warm feeling or that like warmth and that coziness feeling from English is usually because reading a book cuddled up in a blanket is a very common like thought. Or with a glass of tea, you would usually, if you're having just like some nice herbal warm tea, it's not meant to energize you with caffeine. It's more meant to be on the lines of having calm, concise, chill, kind of warm, kind of that vibe of existing with just something nice and cozy to do, correct? And that's one of the reasons why I just assume. Now it's also been kind of that way from other things. There's plenty of sources with different explanations to why yellow and red are kind of related to English. Science usually is purple and green. Everyone it's kind of just that basic knowledge, because if you go into biology or biology or chemistry, usually green is related to something that is gross, like dissections and all these other things that kind of happen. And purple is usually related with the knowledge or luxury. And when you are in a science field, usually you have decent intelligence with that, and it kind of gives you a luxury of information to use at will, right? It doesn't make sense, does it? But that was just one interesting thing that I kind of figured out today and kind of did a little bit of research on. I think everyone's always understood the understanding of psychology and the basis of colors relating to certain things. And that's why we have green, white, red, and other things for Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, leaving more cheerful, or the feeling of romance in the air is just because you see so much red. And I really hope this. That was an okay block. I was really lucky though. It was a nice finish. I don't know why my teammate kind of pushed in so much. I think they scored here too, and I got really mad at my teammate for pushing in there. Not there, earlier, when he came in and I had the 50. No, I was wrong. I hope he scored there. I really did hope he scored there. But, yeah. There was also a study done on chess players and how much they lose, how many calories and weight they lose per, like, match, correct? So when you play a game of chess, because your mind is working so much and you're using up all the food you've eaten to put power to your brain to work harder and use the focus to know what to do, you leave and you use, I think it was about 560 calories if you sit there for 2 games. Two games. Or no, it was just a 2-hour game, correct? you're using about 560 calories. Now, if you do that over a whole day, it usually is about 10 hours for a game or a couple, not a game, a couple tournaments. And that leaves with extra time and extra things put on top of that. So you could be burning, just by playing chess for 10 hours, about 2,500 calories. A little bit more, a little less, right? Because it would be multiplied by 5. But it's pretty interesting to see that even though they're sitting around the entire time, just like people that are playing video games, they lose all those calories, right? They lose all the calories from not even having to work out. Because just how much energy and how much food the brain requires to work at its highest performance. Just a thought for just an interesting thought for whatever, I don't know. I can't think of a word. I should probably come up with a little better. I could probably. I hope to get a second video out today. Probably would be. I'll try. I'll try and do some on Wednesdays. That would be dope. Wednesdays I might be able to do another video. 3 videos a week. I'll try. I will make sure that there's still a video out on Monday and a video out on Fridays, but I'll try and get 2 videos out on Fridays because everyone doesn't want to watch Rocket League and they just want the updates of how it works. So. Well, the ones that want to watch Rocket League. So. I don't know. He just kind of ended out the game here and ended 2-1. Kind of sucks. Just was a terrible thing. Just hate that we lost because I just didn't want to lose. It's funny how competition, I guess, when you have it with someone else, when you know that they're weak. But that was the end of the game. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.